And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Earle Farrell for Memphis. Today, we've got a treat for you. We're going to take you to an iconic Memphis restaurant. They got two locations. We're going to go to the original locations in a minute. Right now, we're starting downtown at the Blue Monkey. And Mike Johnson, who's been the one of the four original partners. Good afternoon, Mike.
Hey, Earl, how you doing?
Who all was involved in the original? It was Butch, you, George, and I'm trying to think of the guy that used to hang out at your bar that you guys said, "Hey, you never been in the restaurant business? You need to get in with us."
Glenn?
Glenn, yes.
Yeah, Glenn DeLashman.
Yeah. And so, hey, you guys were all in the business working for somebody else, right?
Well, it's me and George and Glenn and Butch Jordan,
Butch Jordan,
who tended bar at Molly's forever. And Glenn actually did tend bar a little bit when he was a much younger man, but then he went to work for AT&T and worked there for 30 years and decided to jump in with us when we got ready to open our Midtown location in '98.
Did he find out how much easier it was to work for AT&T than be in the restaurant business?
I think it was a little bit more than he expected it to be. But I got to say, he really jumped right in there, and you know, he's been a valuable asset.
Oh, absolutely. And just an even-keeled individual. Nothing excites him, you know. It's okay, here's what we're going to do. But all you guys are. I mean, it's amazing. And this has been, I talked to George earlier today, 25 years now?
20. We're in our 22nd year.
22nd.
We actually opened the Midtown location in October of '99. So we celebrated 21 years in October, as much as we could, given the circumstances. But yeah, we're proud of it. It's an accomplishment. I think you can count on not too many hands how many places in this town have done business at the level that we have for 20 years. So yeah, we're pretty proud of it.
Well, absolutely, and what you've accomplished, you had actually your second restaurant was just on the corner where you are now, and it burned down after you guys spent time and money building it. It was the old South End.
Yeah, we spent 2 years in there renovating that space from '01 to '03. Opened in May of '03 and lost it to fire September 18th of '05.
It was just a tragic thing, but you didn't discourage you. You ended up took you another year and a half to get the next one open.
Actually, closer to 2.5 years. We kind of took the better part of a year there trying to figure out our next move. Got into this space in October of '06 and spent about a year and a half renovating it, and opened in May of '08.
Well, take us on a little tour and show it to you, because the woodwork of the place, I mean, you can see it looks like bricks behind you, but it's actually wood. And you did that in the other place as well, which I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, the design is called Ship's Block. We were lucky enough to be working with a fellow named Joe Hornick, and I know you met Joe. Yeah. Just a brilliant guy. Had all of this stuff in his head, knew how to do all this stuff, showed us how to do it. You know, we became carpenters there for about 2 years, and he you know, every now and then in your life you have an opportunity to work with somebody that really knows what they're doing, and if you're smart, you'll listen to them, and we listened to Joe. But yeah, he showed us how to do this design. It's called Ship's Block. But all those pieces are individually cut, milled, and laid in. We built all of our tables in this location. I'm going to flip you around here to one of the tabletops.
Look at that.
Built all the tables. Built the back bar from scratch. I'm going to flip the camera around and sort of start walking through.
All right. There you go.
So we're in the actually it's all non-smoking now due to the pandemic, but we used to be a smoking venue. This was the non-smoking side. We've got about 60 seats on this side, and we're just going to sort of rotate it around for you here. But you can see we sort of went overboard on the woodwork. It's what's called a brown bar, a lot of brass, a lot of dark wood. lot of neon. We wanted to be old school.
Yep.
We kind of feel like we are old school. I'm moving into the bar area now, and as you can see, we've got our bar seating roped off, but
Yep.
we are serving at the rail on the outside of the bar area. We've got about in the entire establishment, we've got about 125 seats, including the patio. So it's a small place, but it works really well. The design worked out really well, and I think you can see the back bar here from what I'm showing you. We built that from scratch as well, and that was probably the most intense build that we did. We've got about 10,000 corks laid into the place. I don't know if you can sort of make out the roof of the back bar. The back bar is a scale model of one of the trolleys that runs the downtown loop. The roof of it is all cork.
Wine bottle corks, yeah.
But that thing, the back bar alone, took us about 4 months to build.
Wow. Well, it's a beautiful restaurant, and people have obviously loved it. How has because your customers are very loyal, both in Midtown and downtown. They've been supportive during all this. I mean, they've been coming to get food curbside and to go, and now that you're 50%, they're coming in. That's got to be gratifying to you.
It really is, Earl. We're at this point, we're probably doing close to 50% of what we were doing pre-pandemic. Before the pandemic hit, we had had 8 straight record years. We're enjoying what looked to be a ninth, and then everything sort of went crazy. And we stayed closed for a long time. We were closed from March 24th until September 8th here at the downtown location. And we didn't open our Midtown location until October 26th, right before our anniversary, actually. So, it's been a wild ride. This year's been probably the most challenging year. Like I said, we're doing about 50% of what we used to do, and we're glad and happy to be doing that. The public's really hung with us, and I don't know. I think we're gonna be in a pretty good position to ride this thing out, but it's just, there's still so many question marks. You don't really know when this thing's going to end.
Well, there's so many conflicting data reports out there, and now they're saying California's loosening up. A lot of other places really had the thing totally shut down. You go to Florida, like there's nothing ever happened there. I mean, it's almost wide open, and so, well, everybody's praying for you, and everybody's pulling for you, and that's why Southern Security Federal Credit Union wanted to do this. They wanted to help, and they've always been big supporters of restaurants. And they said, "How could we help?" And I said, "Well, let's keep them top of mind. Let everybody know how they're doing. That they're still there, they're still operating them, but they need your support." And so, God bless you. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate it, Earl, and we appreciate you helping to get the word out. We are still here. We're observing all of the social distancing and health department guidelines. Want to make sure that it's a safe environment for our customers and ourselves. So, we encourage people to come out. The public's kind of found their level with this thing, I think. We're doing a lot of to-go business. We're keeping people spaced out. It's a safe environment. We haven't had any issues. I'm going to knock on wood here.
You got a lot to knock on.
We're looking forward to things getting back to normal, but until they do, we'll be here and we'll be ready to serve you.
You got a special going on tonight?
Just the usual. At this point, we're not really doing a whole lot of special things. We're trying to, maintain what we can and keep our expenses as low as we can. Make sure we can ride this thing out. So there's not a whole lot of specials going on now. But when we get back to normal, we'll go back to doing everything that we used to do. Steak night. We'll be doing music again in Midtown, I do believe. When we're cleared to do that, we really look forward to getting back to 75% occupancy, a phase 3 thing with the local officials here. And I think when that happens, you'll see things start to really take off.
Well, we're all looking forward to it. I promise you that. Mike Johnson of the Blue Monkey. We're going to sign off with you and go down to Midtown and pick up with George. Thank you, Mike. And you guys hang in there, okay?
Thanks a lot, Earl. We appreciate everything you do.
Yes, sir. You too. All
Take
right.
care, buddy.
Now let's check out. We're going to go to George, who is one of the other partners, and he is down at the Midtown store. And I told George today when I talked to him, I said, "Man, when I met you 20-something years ago, you were a young man. I was younger, but he was really a young man." But we're going to hook up with him. I think we've got him on the line. You there, George?
Hello, Earl.
Hey, hit your little camera button so we can see your handsome face.
All right. There we go.
There you go. All right. Now let's take a look at Big George. There you are, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Earl. How you doing today?
I'm great, man. The sunshine came back out. That lifts everybody's spirits up. And we just got to having a great conversation with Mike downtown. And we were talking about the work you guys put into what was before the old South End, and then it burned to the ground. Actually, burned below the ground. It went into the basement, and then you took almost 2 years or more to build the new one. And he showed us just the great woodwork. And he said you all turned into carpenters on that project.
We certainly did. Same as here. Most of the work that you'll see down here too, we built some tables. We built all the bar rails. We had to build the front bar down here, built the stage. But of course, the beautiful back bar we have here was in place from the old Trader Dick's.
Yeah, show us the back bar, because that's what I remember.
Oh, sure.
When I first moved to Memphis in '78, walked into the Trader Dick's, and there's the bar. They had it in the middle of the restaurant, and you guys moved it up against what would be, I guess, the east wall.
It's the east wall, but actually it was the Mermaid that moved the back bar. And then when it was Pro Audio is when we took it over for Pro Audio after the years Pro Audio was here.
So where is it the same original bar, or is this a different bar?
Oh, no, the front bar we found in an old shed in the back of the building, and it was in 4 different sections, and we rebuilt it.
Well, it's absolutely one of the prettiest bars and back bars anywhere in this area. I've always thought too. I've spent many hours at that bar pontificating with friends, and I used to have so many great memories over the years of being there. Of course, located next to Molly's, which unfortunately Molly's has closed temporarily. We're hoping they get back soon.
Yes, we are sure hoping that they get back going very soon. Jamie has said that hopefully that'll be after the next set of guidelines are passed.
Yeah.
So,
well, you're so large there and even downtown that you can get people in there, and still they're safe distance apart. Of course, nobody's sitting at your bar, but like downtown, you've got another sidebar they can get up against. It's not the bar, and you've got we're definitely, we have our bar roped off, but as you can see in the main part of the restaurant, hey Ronnie, we are safely socially distanced on all our tables. Right now, there's no, we're not allowing any pool just because of all the. No, you got to touch the cues, you got to touch the balls, and all that.
Yeah.
And,
but we do have plenty of tables that we have basically seating and then skipping a table, and we pulled out the bar stools from our stand-up tables. But we've got plenty of room to spread out and stay safe for sure.
And the food, what are some of your number one? Because I know you're still doing an awful lot of curbside and takeout, and then people are dining in, 50% occupancy. But what are some of your best-selling food items right now?
Oh, well, of course, our hot wing rolls are always have been the most popular item that we do have. Our fried catfish platter is also a big seller, and we've really started with selling a ton of our Philly cheesesteaks.
Oh wow, I'd love your Philly. I tell you, one of the sandwiches you did that I loved was your prime rib sandwich. That was one of the best of the city. I hope you bring that back when you guys get up to more of a speed operation.
Oh yeah, we definitely plan on having getting our prime rib back and the prime rib po' boy, and offering our steaks as soon as we can get back to a little more normalcy. And our high ticket items are really tough to do right now,
Yeah. Well,
considering kind of working at 50% capacity.
and if you don't sell it, it goes bad. That's a loss, and you don't want that. So,
Right,
it's
right.
like Mike, said, you guys are doing everything you can to maintain, stay in business till you can get back to up to full speed again, and that's certainly what we're all hoping for as well.
Oh, for sure.
Well, George, thank you very much for giving us a tour and checking in with us. We're all supporting you, and give out a phone number where they can call in to order and come eat, dine in, or pick it up.
Yeah, 272-2583. And we're doing to go business up until 9:30 at night, and we are extending our hours in the morning, and we are open at 10:30 for our plate lunches and regular menu in the mornings.
Give us an idea, a couple of your plate lunches. What's on those, so they'll have an idea.
Oh, every day is we can have a hamburger steak, chicken breast, country fried steak, and we have a big wide range of vegetables that you can get. Vegetable of the day. We have been having, we always have our crawfish shrimp bisque, but we have been doing soups of the day too that you can check in on when you give us a call.
It all sounds great. George, thank you. Tell Glenn and Butch hi for me, and love you guys, and we're praying for you.
Oh, thank you so much, Earl. I sure appreciate you. Great seeing you.
Good seeing you too, George. I'll come see you in person soon, okay?
Wonderful. Sounds great.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really a great bunch of people that are involved with all the two restaurants they have. They were actually working on another property downtown, but they had to side rail that until things kind of get back to normal. They're just as they said, trying to do whatever they can to stay in business.